Yo, what's going on, people? King Richez back again with another set of reaction videos. Yeah, big up to everybody that watches the channel, supports the content over on this side of YouTube. Very much appreciated, each and every one of you. All right, make sure you're all shouting out where you're listening from around the world. I have supporters from everywhere around the world, so you know, big up to everyone, and big up to everybody that sees me in real life as well. Yeah, a lot of you guys, you run into me outside. Yeah, and you say, yo, what's going on, bro? And listen, it's all love to everybody that sees me outside and says what's going on. You know, it's all love and blessings to you and yours, yeah? But today, we are about to react to some social media, in particular Instagram Reels, yeah? There's a lot of crazy content out there, and it's just a wealth of content. Yeah, so I'm going to react to it right now. I don't want to waste no more time. Let me get over onto that side of things. Yeah, so the first thing I'm going to look at is something to do with Tinder. All right, cool. So as you can see, it says, Tinder tests out new feature allowing people to filter out dates based on their height. Based on their height. Bruh, this just goes to show that the average man out there is still being stepped on. The average man out there is still being trashed, because we have heard many instances where women have said that they want a man who is over 6 foot. And even these days, being 6 foot seems not to be enough. They want a guy who is 7'8". A lot of times you'll notice that it's American women in particular who like to partake in heightism. And I truly believe that there's a link between the NBA basketball and a lot of this heightism, which is so prominent from America. But on the other end of things, and on the other side of the water, you know, this heightism epidemic virus is running rampant. And a lot of these women say they want a man that's at least 6'3". The ideal height is a man that is 6'3", and really and truly, a man being tall means next to nothing. As a man who now, height does not mean that much, especially if you don't know how to use it. So when these women say that they want a man that's tall, feature in there which will let people be disqualified based on their height or lack of height, it just goes to show that it is just a of people who are going to be paying for using this application are going to be men. Because we both know that the dating options of men and women are clearly different. Even if you are a man who is extremely attractive, extremely good looking, you are not going to have the same amount of dating options as the average woman walking around. Why? Because she's got a box. That's why. And so most of the people who are going to be truly, desperately looking for a match are going to be men. Women are inundated with options on, and it's just, again, it's just another tool which is being used to undermine the average man who would be the average height. Height truly does not mean that much, except to people who are, let's say, low vibration. And this guy said, laughs in rich short man. This guy wrote, they should filter people's weights as well. Ooh, that's a very good point. You see, in this world, it's easy to always ridicule, laugh at men, and make men feel insecure about their shortcomings. No pun intended. Yeah, it's always not of the joke. That's always a standard procedure. But as soon as it's time to focus on what women are doing or who you risk getting cancelled for your own preferences as a man. So if you are a man that says, I don't want to date a woman above a certain weight, now you are a horrible person. You are a monster. You are a villain. But it's okay when women practice straight up heightism and make men who are not 6'8" feel like they are inadequate. Men are harshly judged on things that are outside of our control, whereas something like weight, for the most part, is in all of your control. You see, it's only a small percentage of people, men or women, who they are overweight because of some medical sickness, medical ailment. It's a very small percentage. The vast majority of people who are overweight, that is because of their own lifestyle choices. That's their own choices. They chose to eat things that are not healthy. They chose to live a sedentary lifestyle. They chose to be lazy. They chose not to have self-control. But oh no, if it's a woman, you know, we need to coddle her and wrap her up in cotton wool. But if it's a man, he's just a fat man. Reason why we know this is true, because when you look in popular media, you look at even cartoons such as The Simpsons, American Dad, Family Guy, etc., they always consistently make fun of overweight men. That's always a joke. There's no risk of being cancelled. You know, if men are ridiculed for being short, there's no risk of being cancelled. We watched that all on Pop the Balloon or Find Love. I've done loads of reaction videos to that show where men that were short were always made to feel inadequate. They were disqualified. And that's normal. But if you say you only want to date somebody over a certain weight and you're a man saying that, you might get cancelled. You might lose it all. But anyway, weight should be next if we're doing all that. We still need a credit score filter. This guy wrote, we need a filter whether someone has kids or doesn't have kids. It's important info for a dating app. Let's not pretend there's a small information that doesn't need to be disclosed. This woman wrote, they should do credit score and last pay slip. You see, it's just, bruh, it's all tailored to what women want, really. I mean, it's whatever, man. At the end of the day, let's move on. Oh, we got this woman here. This woman, I've reacted to her so many times. This is a very, very bitter woman, bro. Very bitter. Yeah? She's always making videos about how bad men are and how evil men are, and the men are villains, and always giving women advice on what to look out for and what not to do, and basically don't treat men nicely. This is her whole thing. Her whole platform is about that. Let's see what other crap she's got to say today.
I think all men are cheaters. No, I do not. Do I think all men are bad? No, I do not. Do I think that all men are manipulative, gaslighting, lying, lustful beings? No, I do not. However, I feel like every man that you come across should be guilty until proven innocent.
Wow. So you don't believe men are all these bad things, but you think men are all guilty until proven innocent. Listen to this woman. She is so bitter. This is the result of a woman that has chased Chads and Tyrones and has been sold dreams and has been left on the side of the road. This is the result right here. You end up with this bitter, bitter woman. And really and truly, I have no remorse for you whatsoever. I don't care. I really don't. Because at the end of the day, for all the dreams you've been sold by Chad and Tyrone, yeah, there's been a lot of nice guys, maybe short guys, that wanted to date you and you rejected them because they weren't Chad and Tyrone. And now you're here complaining. But anyway, carry on.
Because the ratio of bad men to good men is so off balance that you would be kidding yourself if you went into anything with a man trusting that he is about to be your knight in shining armor right off the bat.
This woman is so obvious. It's so obvious that you've chased Chads and Tyrones and you have been burnt doing that. It's literally like everything you're saying shows that you've dated bad boys and you've expected a good outcome. Silly. What did you think was going to happen? You're dating guys that have a lot of options. You're dating guys that can easily replace you. And now you're saying that all men out there are guilty until proven innocent. No, your choices are always usually guilty. That's what it is. Because you like a certain type of guy. Because really and truly, you're not even a bad looking woman, really. But I'm sure you like a certain type of guy, don't ya?
I'm Tyrone.
Yeah. And he's going to do what he's going to do. And that's it.
I personally feel like for every one good man that you meet, you're probably going to run into 100 bad men.
No. What it is all the guys that you give a chance to are bad boys. All the guys that you're willing to date are Chads and Tyrones. That's why you're not really meeting any good guys, because the good guys, you're probably rejecting them. Newsflash.
It's dangerous out here. Okay, and this is why I get on here and do what I do, because ladies, I really need y'all to keep your guard up, worry about yourself first, love yourself first, because it's not safe.
Yeah, it's not safe if you date bad boys all day, your whole life, your whole prime years. You've chosen to date bad boys throughout your whole prime years. Of course, it's not going to be safe. What do you expect? And it's so silly, because somebody like this is trying to give out advice when you need advice yourself. You are not winning. Do you understand that? You are not winning. You're not in a position to give advice. You have been making the same mistake over and over because a guy is tall. Because he's tall. Because he's devilishly handsome. Or maybe he's got expendable money to splash. And you thought that he was going to be a good man. You thought that you was going to lock him down. And all he did was sell you a dream. Now you're bitter. Now all men are bad. What about all the men that you rejected for superficial reasons? What about those guys? Are they all bad as well? This is joke. Somebody like this giving advice to women is going to keep other women single, because other women are going to be listening to the advice of somebody who's been alpha widowed. This is crazy.
Do I think all men are cheaters? No, I do not.
Yes, you do. Because all the men that you like usually are cheaters. Moving on. Crazy. Hold on. So this caption reads, "Short kings still catching strays, LOL. Ladies, do you really prefer height that much in dating?" Let's see what they got to say.
Got her.
Yeah, exactly.
Got her.
And I love a good baseball player too. But yeah, just like tall, chocolate preferably, and smart and funny and financially stable.
Y'all be
Wow.
wanting the perfect nigga.
Bruh.
Oh, is that a perfect nigga?
That's a Build-A-Bear.
Damn. Now I like guys, they have to be over 6'4".
Wow.
I'm about to get that surgery. You saw that surgery.
Just like they were saying.
I'm about to get that surgery.
Knee surgery?
The knee surgery added about 3-4 inches. I'm in. Then I'll be her type.
6'5", chocolate.
Oh, you with b-ball players. Got her.
Yeah, exactly. And
Listen, look at this woman, bruv. Talking about she wants this and she wants that. Look at this woman, fam. Bruh, hold on. Where's Senator Palpatine when you need him? Bruh, I don't care how old this woman is. She's already met Senator Palpatine. She's already there, bro. Like, you are full of tattoos. You have tattoos on your face. Yeah, like, bruh, like, I don't know what you're really thinking you're gonna get out there in the market. I don't really know. You want a tall guy who's smart, funny, handsome, and financially stable. And don't you think all the other women out there want that? All the other women that are not full of tattoos. The ones that probably look a little bit more classy than you. The ones that probably look a little bit more presentable to somebody's family. Like, don't you think that those women want that guy as well? Don't you think that guy may choose other women before they choose you? You see, people like this, they're so delusional because they get willy thrown at them quite often. Because the thing is, when a lot of men would look at somebody like this, they're just gonna think, I want to sleep with you, and that's it. That is as far as it goes. They want to sleep with you, and that's it, fam. But in your mind, you think that you are hot property. You think you made it. And you think that it makes sense for you to come out and say all of these dating requirements. Bro, you can have all the dating requirements you want in the world, bro. Like, but it doesn't mean that that type of person wants you, especially for a long-term commitment. Because to me, you don't look trustworthy, bro. You look like you are for the streets. And that's it. And then the other woman talking about, oh yeah, a guy has to be 6'4". As I told you lot earlier, a lot of times, in particular, American women, they have this really insane obsession with an exceptionally tall man, right? And I think a lot to do with it is I think the NBA and basketball has a lot to do with it because, you know, basketball players are perceived to be like some kind of, you know, demigods in America. They're perceived to be like the pinnacle of a man. When, like, really and truly, I don't really respect basketball. I think basketball is kind of a soft sport, in my opinion. I think it's quite soft. But, you know, that's just my opinion. But anyway, yeah, that's what it is. But anyway, boy, good luck to you. You're going to need a lot of luck. What did the people say? Someone wrote, do athletes want her, though? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The guys that you want, do they want you? Do you get what I'm saying? Do they want you past one night? Do they want you past a friend with benefits? Like, imagine you bringing, every one of you guys watching this, imagine you bringing this woman to come and meet your parents and you'll be like, yeah, this is the woman I want to marry. This woman right here on the screen. Like, bro, not in my family. That can't compute. I'm sorry. It don't work. Like, and I tell you now, as I said many times, I've dated a woman that had a lot of tattoos as well. And really deep down, subconsciously, I knew that it wasn't going nowhere because she's full of tattoos. She looks like a wall of graffiti. Why would you put bumper stickers all over a Lamborghini? Why? Why? And you know what? I'm not even that prudent or anything like that. You know, if a woman, because most girls these days have tattoos, if they got one or two small ones, you know, I can live with it. You know, preferably they'd have zero. And I actually come into contact with women that don't have any tattoos. They still do exist, but like one or two small ones in places they can hide. But once they start doing sleeves, they start putting tattoos on their neck, tattoos on their face, on their hands and fingers. Yeah, it's a wrap. You are disqualified. I don't care how good looking your face is. I don't care how your body looks. I don't care. Because it just doesn't look wifey material in my eyes and in the eyes of many guys. Because most of the time, those type of women, they're just for friends with benefits. That's about it. Sorry, that's just the way it is. But anyway, you want your tall NBA player guy. Good luck with that. We'll see how far that goes. This caption reads, dudes who be having no car or money but still pulls 10-10s. Yeah. Let's hear what this guy got to say.
Got no car, no job, yet they still pull 10 out of 10. I remember I was talking to this one girl. She said her ex had no job, like no money at all. He was playing the game all day and he had no whip. I asked her, how long were y'all together? I thought she was gonna say 3 months or something. Gang, she said 3 years. Now you may be asking me, did I keep talking to her? No, bro. It just didn't work out, and it makes sense. She was with bro for 3 years for a reason. But these same dudes with no job, no whip, somehow, without fail, be at every like function. Like when the boys meet up, they're always there. I'm like, gang, I don't think your priorities are like straight. But the thing that be blowing me, gang, is how much confidence they have. Like back when we used to be really bro. One of my homies still used to slide on 10 out of 10s, 11 out of 10, and he was striking green, bro. And I used to be like, aren't you like embarrassed? You got no cash? He's like, nah. These girls was paying everything. They were paying for like the meal. I don't even want to go into it, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, I get the point of what you're saying. Yeah, like, dudes be broke, no car, no money, and still getting baddies. Bro, like, the thing you got to understand is that women break rules for the men that they truly like. Let me say this again for the guys in the back who didn't hear that or don't understand that, yeah? Or think that you need to be driving some kind of super Lamborghini to get chicks. Listen, girls, women will break rules for the men that they are truly sexually attracted to, bro. So you may come across a woman that says, oh, I will only date a man that makes $500,000 a year. If you don't make $500,000 a year, you can't date me. And then what you'll come to find out is that they were dating a guy for a long period of time and he wasn't making no money. In fact, he made zero and she was paying for everything. It happens every day, all the time. And the reason why she stuck around, A, she was actually really truly attracted to him. B, he's probably confident even though he has no money. And C, he's probably giving her the good willy. So that's keeping her there, keeping her compliant. This is what a lot of you guys don't understand. This is why it's very dangerous for you guys to listen to these alpha male guys with money that talk about, oh, you need to have money. If you want to get women, you need to have money. You need to make 50K a month and all of this kind of crap. It's a lie, bruv. It's a lie. And if you do come across a woman that says that a man has to be rich before she would date him, that is what you call a gold digger. That woman don't like anybody. She only cares about herself. Right? And that's it. Whenever they talk about men need to be rich, they're talking about the guys that they're not attracted to. Get it into your brain. Get it through. Get it into your programming and understand this thing. They're talking about the men that they're not attracted to. That's why you have to be a millionaire. You have to be a millionaire to keep her in your company, dummy. You have to be a millionaire to keep her interested in you, because really, without that money, without that car, without that house, she can't stand you. She doesn't want to lay down with you. She don't even want to sit next to you, bruv. Think about it. All you guys, get your money up. Get your money up, bro. Yeah, get your money up to go and date a gold digger. And even worse, you're going to get yourself all lost in the sauce, gassed up because this woman's telling you a bag of lies because you're spending on her. The next thing, you go and marry her and have kids with her. Then she divorces you. This. You're better off. Listen, to every guy, whether you're rich, you're poor, whatever it is, yeah, you're better off getting with a woman who doesn't really need or require you to be spending on her, bro. Like, in fact, she's willing to go in her pocket and spend on you. If you're dealing with a woman that never spends on you, she don't like you, bro. She don't like you. Simple. She don't like you, fam. This is a very simple equation. Listening to simps, listening to financial simps, bro, telling you, oh yeah, you need to have a yacht before you can get these girls. These girls have slept with guys for nothing, bro. They slept with guys for nothing. Why? Because they like that guy. That's why. They wanted to open their legs for that guy. That's why. He didn't need to have no castle in the hills. No, he took her to the hotel. Let me tell you this from my own experience, bro. I'm just being real, all right? I've slept with a lot of girls and not really had to spend nothing. Black girls, white girls, UK girls, American girls, bruh, Eastern European girls, Indian girls, bro, like, if they like you, bro. They'll sleep with you wherever it takes because they like you. Listen, every time you see these women online talking about a man has to be rich, they're talking about the guys they don't like. That's what it is, bro. Like, that's what it is. All right? Simple things. Get this through your heads.
I'm telling you, these people have superpowers. Like, I don't know if they have a psychology glitch. Like, they be having these superpowers to get anything they want. Now, just...
Also, a lot of times these guys that are getting away with this kind of just sleeping with baddies and they don't have to spend no money, those guys are probably Chads and Tyrones, bro. Let's keep it real. They're probably Chads and Tyrones.
I'm Tyrone.
You know, these are the guys that are like 6 foot whatever, and they're good looking, and you know, blah blah blah, and they know that they can, you know, give them good wood, good willy and stuff like that. So obviously you're gonna be confident because you know what you're capable of doing. So not only are you a good looking dude, but you already have the confidence and aura that these women can feel in your presence. Of course they're gonna open their legs to you, bro. Of course they are. Like this is not even that confusing, really. Do you get what I'm saying? And everybody in the chat, make sure you hit the like button and leave comments as well. Start conversation and all that good stuff, man. Yeah, let's carry on.
Just imagine if they did get a whip and did get a job, they might end up turning to the next president. Not gonna lie. What are y'all?
He said if they did get money, they'll end up being the president. What are people saying in the comments? Them type of chicks be intimidated by men who have their own stuff together. If you spend all day talking to girls, you'll eventually get good at it. If a girl likes you, it really doesn't matter what you have. They will accept all kind of nonsense from a guy if she's into him. Exactly. This guy gets it. This guy that left that comment, he absolutely gets it, bro. If they really like you, they're going to accept whatever you're doing, fam. And that's it. You don't need to be a millionaire. It's stupid. Anyway, let's move on. This caption reads, they do not want to deal with 3 kids. Oh, gosh. Here we go.
I have 3 kids.
Many fun. Well, the hard part is over now. So we're going to go check out why they popped, okay?
You really had us go down the line. Actually, we had no kids and you got 3. So to me, that was like, you be like springing surprises on people. Man, I didn't really like that.
It wasn't more so do you have kids. I don't mind a guy having kids. It's more so are you in love with your ex and the kid's mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't have those issues with my child's fathers. Like, they've moved on. We all co-parent really good. So I don't want to go into a situation where a guy has kids with someone and he's still in love with, you know, with his BM.
That's real. You
so that's really what that was.
I definitely understand that.
Hey, how many baby fathers do you have?
I just have 2.
Yeah,
one I
2.
was engaged to, one I was married to.
Okay, yeah. But even then, like I said, I don't even think, you know, if I care about you, I have to care about them in a certain sense. But I don't have any of my own, so I really wouldn't.
Okay.
You know? But yeah, you're very beautiful.
Thank
and I love
you.
your tattoos.
I do have 3 kids.
Many fun.
Bruh. This is so embarrassing. You've come on this show in this provocative dress, yeah, with all your tattoos on show, talking about you have 3 kids. Bruh, don't you think it'll be a better thing for you to just look after your children? Don't you think that would be a smarter option to just worry about the children you already have? Yeah, I get it. It's not easy out there. You probably want a man around that is going to help you financially, you know, and give you some company, etc. But like, really and truly, at this point, with 3 kids and 2 baby fathers, you might want to fall back from the whole dating game. Yeah, you've done it a couple times. You got engaged, you got married, it didn't work. Maybe you need to just fall back and work on yourself. Yeah, work on what may be wrong with you. This is crazy, fam. This is sad. Like, this is embarrassing. Look, all she could do is laugh because, bro, there's a reason why you're on this show. There's a reason why in the real world you are striking out. There's a reason why. Because you got 3 kids, blood. It's crazy. And then you're full of all these tattoos. I see you got a tattoo of Ankh on your arm. You know, that's already a sign that you're into like occultism and all of this. Bruv, like, this is a wrap. This is finished, bruv. This isn't even worth talking about. Where's Senator at? This is a joke, fam. 3 kids, 2 baby fathers, and you're on a Pop the Balloon or Find Love show. What did you expect? And any man that kept his balloon is a straight up simp. He's not gonna even be a man that you're gonna want to get with. That's the silliest thing. This is why being a simp is so like ridiculous and doesn't make sense, because if you end up living your life as a simp, the women you're trying to simp for are not even gonna like you. So there's actually no point being a simp. It just doesn't make any sense. The guys that are like me, that actually speak our minds and keep it real and just, you know, we have standards, we're the ones that these women actually want. You lot are all simping out there and getting nothing. You're going out with your right hand and Vaseline. But anyway, this is a joke. Anyway, let's see what people had to say in the comments. Someone said, shorty might as well try and make it work with one of the dads. Exactly, bro. You was engaged to one of the baby fathers and married to the other. I'd love to know who broke up those unions, because it was probably this woman who left. Yeah, she probably left that marriage or left that engagement thinking the grass is greener. That's what usually happens. I know I could be wrong, but, you know, that's usually relationships are broken up by women. So, you know, you're better off getting back with one of those guys if they haven't moved on anyway. Somebody else said, men don't want to be a stepdad to one kid. Imagine 3 kids. She's out of line. This is what I'm saying. You have 3 kids. Like, you don't even have time to be dating. You have 3 children. You should be watching those 3 kids and making sure they don't make the same mistakes you did. Like getting full of tattoos and, you know, being just a single parent out there. Because that's not a desirable scenario. Crazy. Someone said, just make a show for single mums and dads. Crazy. Well, at least she said she's not against a man having kids. At least she said that. Someone says she's looking for a victim. Yeah, at the end of the day, I just don't understand why any man would like willingly go into being a stepdad. I just don't think that's a smart option. That's just, there's no benefit of doing that. Do you get what I'm saying? You're looking after another man's children. You know what I mean? The other guy, he had the pleasure of, you know, sleeping with this woman and then, you know, got her pregnant. And then now he's out the picture. Now you get the duty to look after those children without making them. It's just crazy. Let me see. Someone said, never play another man's saved game. Someone said, I see why she got 3 kids though. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, she's got a shape on her that a lot of guys will be drooling over. Yeah, but at the end of the day, bro, just because something looks good on the outside don't mean it's good on the inside. I always say that, yeah? Anyway, moving on. And please, all of you, like the video as well. Oh no, this one's a terrible one. Man came home early from work and found his girlfriend in the bed with another man. Ah, this is terrible. Let's see what happened there.
Yo, Elena, what you got going on, bro? What? This is a friend. This is a friend?
Yes.
So this is what you turned Jehovah's Witness for?
Sebastian, chill out. It's just a friend.
Bro, and you got my kids on the ground.
What are you talking
Bro, you got my kids on the ground, bro. My daughter's on the ground.
Oh my God.
Winter, a grown-ass nigga like this. I'm not even mad, bro, but she gotta go, bro. Feel me? She got DCF problems. She got all type of stuff, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is really crazy.
Bruh. This man's girlfriend is sleeping with another man and she just left the baby on the floor, bro. What the fuck? Bruh, that is mental, bruh. Like, that is, bruh, that is absolutely shocking, fam. She left the baby on the floor while she's in bed with the other guy, fam. Talking about that's just a friend. Wow.
Can you chill out?
This is crazy, bro. I don't know how you. Well, you know what? That don't even matter, bro. But dude, she got 2 kids, bro. She like if you see. Yo, Elena, what you got going on, bro? What?
Damn, and look at this guy. And this guy here, even though at the end of the day, he doesn't have no, loyalty towards the man. Bro, how you gonna be sleeping with another man's girl and then the baby's on the floor? How you gonna do? Like, you're a scumbag, bro. Like, this guy's a scumbag. Like, the girlfriend is obvious, 100% genuine scumbag, scum of the earth, flea bags, dirt bag, bro. Yeah, but you're a scumbag as well. Like, and I don't really respect guys that go around sleeping with other men's girlfriends. I think that's real nasty work, bro. Like, and at the end of the day, if you're a guy that sleeps with another man's girl, you gotta think about this. She is another man's girl. Do you know how many times she's done nasty things with her boyfriend, and then you're coming there after to get seconds? You're gross. You are gross. Like, that's when I meet a girl and she says she got a boyfriend, that's the first thing I think is, oh, she got a man, she's already doing nasties with that guy. I don't want to be anywhere near that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, she could have all given her man head before he went off to work, yeah? Not even brushed their teeth. Now you come in after thinking you're doing something slick, right? But she's kissing you with that same mouth. Tongue kissing. French kissing. Yeah, you're both gargling. Ugh, God. Bruh. But yeah, you're a scumbag as well.
My daughter's on the ground, bro.
She's not on the ground.
Like, no, seriously, she's on the ground, bro.
She's on a cushion on the ground. You know, she sleeps on the ground.
Wow. Wow.
Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Look at my daughter, bro. Look how my daughter is on the ground.
Sebastian, what are you doing?
Look how my daughter is on the ground. You got that. You got it, bro. You got it. you got it, bro.
Bruh, that is mental, bro. Hey, in the chat, what would you lot do? You lot watching, what would you do in that situation? That's crazy. I really commend the guy for keeping his cool, though. Like, because at the end of the day, there's no point you getting angry with the guy or, spazzing out, crashing out on the girl, because you're going to end up losing in the end, because, they're just going to call police and you're going to be in trouble. Now, the best thing is you videoed the whole situation, the whole thing. You got it all on camera. The evidence is there. And boom, 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 you could get probably custody of your children, because that is just wild, bro. Like, and there's no point you getting into some altercation with the guy. You don't know what the guy is about. He could be carrying a weapon. You don't know. So, yeah, like, there's no point you fighting over a woman who's sleeping with another man while her own child is sleeping on the floor. Like, well, she's trash. She's not worth fighting over. She's trash.
My daughter's on the...
That's crazy, bro.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. Maybe this guy's hurt. I don't know, but he's laughing. It's crazy. Come back from work to find your girlfriend in bed with another man, and your children are just laying on the floor. It's mad.
Look at my daughter. Look at my daughter. I might as well turn off all the lights. I ain't got. This is crazy, bro. I mean, you had a girl on the ground, like.
So crazy. This is one of the wildest videos.
All right, bro. Respect, bro. All right, bro. Respect, bro.
Bruh, that that guy's moving slow as hell to get out of the house, bro. What the hell? Bruh. And what do women always say? Men are the ones that always cheat. Men are the ones that always cheating, bruh.
My daughter, Yo, Elena, what you got going on, bro? What? Is it?
Look. She's like, it's just a friend. Just straight lying instantly. You've been caught red-handed, but the first thing you do is lie. That's wild, fam. Oh, wow, bro. Wow. Let me see. Someone said, nah, body not moving fast enough for me. That's when energy would have shifted. Yeah, that guy was moving slow. He was not even bothered. He was like, bro, it's like he wants to go back in the bed and sleep, bro. What the hell? Someone said, see how the woman is in the wrong, but all the comments are focused on him. Wow, whoa. We're going to go through these comments because women don't like to hold women accountable no matter what they do. Like, this woman has been caught red-handed being a complete slime ball. But women are going to come out and start talking about them? No, they're not going to say nothing, bro. All right. Someone else said, y'all got to be smarter. Where y'all not listening, the only reason he moving the way he moving is because of them kids. He said she has DFCF's cases open. I'm recording the incident. The kids and being calm as chess. He going to get them kids and had evidence of what she does. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what the guy is, a smart guy, because he's video record the whole incident. You know, the children being on the floor. You know, he made the correct moves so that, like, you know, she has not got a leg to stand on. Okay, someone else wrote, dear fellas, please do not sleep over a woman's house when kids are there. Matter of fact, don't even go over, especially she got a man or an active baby father. This could have ended badly. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. If this guy recording was a different type of guy, if he was just completely out of control, bro, like, he could have deleted both of them. He could have deleted everybody, bro. Like, this stuff happens, fam. Or he may have started to get angry, try fight this dude, and then the dude in the bed, he pulls out a weapon and deletes him. It could have gone so many different bad ways, bro. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's mad. Let me tell y'all something. If I was the other man, the pep in my step would have been on Home Alone. Parents missing the flight status. Yeah, man. I don't know why that guy was moving so slow. It's weird. Someone said, shout out to the man for staying cool, calm, and respectful. Okay, this is a woman's comment. She wrote, she's very much on the ground. The way I know his blood is boiling, he's doing everything correctly. Though, get them babies because I cannot stand watching this. Bro, yeah, but why not berate the woman, though? Why is it that the woman's not getting any kind of judgment or being held accountable? Why is it like they just conveniently forgetting that this is the woman that's done all of this? Yeah, let's not forget. She's the villain here. All right? Because if it was a man doing something like this, or this comment section wouldn't have been able to contain all the women going in on him. This guy said he better get a paternity test to see if them kids are even his. Yep, absolutely. I'm so proud of this king for not losing it. We glamorize acting up. Yeah, man, like the guy really did well not to crash out. I really rate his patience, like, because that's a wild situation. All right, so this one says, this caption reads, how to land a date with a bottle girl 101. Oh God, here we go.
Do you go on a date with one of your tables? Like, if he played all of his cards right. If you're not from Chicago, baby, I'm gone. Where you want to go? What day? What time? So what is playing your cards right? Like, in the moment when we're working. Got a tip? Oh, has to tip. Hit on me at the end. Honestly, you don't need to hit on me, but give me the energy, but at the end.
Like, at the very end. Like, if you're all over me, like, I do not like that.
Yeah, don't be all over me when I'm working. And that's, like, one of my, icks.
Because if you do it to me,
You're gonna do it to everybody. Is that how?
Bruh, why are these people being given platforms to speak? I don't really understand why we are listening to people who literally sell themselves in one way or another. Like these people are fountains of knowledge. Like these people actually have something of value to share to the world. These are literally narcissists talking. Yeah, don't come to me when I'm working. Yeah, don't be here, don't be there, don't do this, don't do that. Who the hell do you think you are? Like, you're a bottle girl. Do you know what that means? You couldn't be bothered to do anything of real value in this world. So all you're doing is selling your looks and selling the potential to these simps that want to spend money in the club, that you may want to sleep with them if they tip you. This is sad. Sad. And I don't even really want to hear any more of what you got to say. Caption reads, why don't men make the first move anymore? And hold on. Let me reload it. And yo, everybody watching, make sure you like the video. What's going on, man? Reload.
I got a question. Why do men be scared to make the first move?
Why do you put tattoos on your face and your neck?
This is a new thing for me. I got a question. Why do men be scared to make the first move?
Because you look like trouble. They don't want to bring trouble into their lives. Why would some guy who is sensible, who has his life together, who probably ticks the boxes that you're looking for, why would he want to come and approach you though? Have you ever thought about that? You have tattoos on your face. It like, what was you thinking when you put tattoos on your face? What was you really thinking about? Like, because really and truly, any woman I see with tattoos, or not even just women, anyone I see with tattoos on their face, they really don't give a crap about anything. Like, you really can't see much for yourself in your future. And that's why you went and put tattoos on your face. Do you realize by putting tattoos on your face and on your neck, you realize you've put a glass ceiling of potential in life? Do you realize you've put a barrier between you and a lot of potential in the future because of how you have made your image? Because whether you like it or not, tattoos on the face is never going to be classy. It's never going to look like wife material. It doesn't matter how much money you get from OF or like clubs or being a bottle girl or I don't know, whatever you do. Because I'm sure you're not doing something that is very virtuous. And that's it. Like, guys are wising up. Guys are wising up. First of all, you probably don't find the majority of men attractive. You probably want King the Great 6'8", number one, which is a what? 0.5 percentile of all men walking around in your country. Yeah? So there's a high likelihood that you're going to reject these guys. Then, of those guys that probably would still approach you or whatever, or no, of that percentage of guys who you still may find attractive, a lot of them are probably going to look at you and think, you know what? You are not wifey material, and you never will be wifey material. Because you've put tattoos on your face and on your neck. And your body's probably full. You probably got both sleeves done, both legs done. Bruv, you're pretty much cooked out here. You're done out here, bruh. Like, this is a joke. So this caption reads, "This world is cooked." So we got this black guy here with this white girl. Let's see what we got.
Do you feel like being an adult creator, how do you like balance your boundaries with like creating and your personal life?
I only ever really sleep around if it's on film. And I keep like personal stuff is never on film.
Do you think you could have a boyfriend and still do this?
Yes.
So this girl sleeps with men on camera for a living, and she still thinks that she can have a boyfriend. The delusion is very strong in this girl, yeah? And this guy here, he looks like he's drunk, bruv. Or he's intoxicated or something's going on. I don't know, but yeah. Like, this girl is crazy anyway.
Would you do content with him or with other creators?
Other creators.
And he'd have to be cool with that.
Open relationship.
Wow. She's saying that even if she has a boyfriend, she's still going to be sleeping with other guys on camera, and he has to be cool with that. Yeah, this world is cooked.
Fair enough. I give it. How do you feel like being an adult creator? How do you like balance your boundaries with like?
By the way, for anyone who doesn't know, they allegedly did a scene together on camera, this guy and this girl. So yeah, I guess this was just before they did the scene. They did this little interview. This is sad, boy. This world is done. And you know the crazy thing is, when she's tired of doing this, when she feels like, you know what, I'm better than this, you know, I don't want to be associated with this kind of corn anymore, blah, blah, blah. She'll try and reform herself, and there will be some guy, some simp out there that's going to wifey her up, bro. Yeah? And think, oh, this girl's a nice girl, and then, bruh, you're going to find out that she's been doing a lot, fam. She's done a lot out there. And we've got this woman here. On your red dress and slip on your high. Bruh. This is sad. This is very sad. I got to turn the music off because of copyright. We've got this woman here. How old do you not think this woman is, bro? Like, this woman is an older woman, and she's trying to basically sell herself on her social media, trying to look provocative, blah, blah, blah. I know a lot of you guys would still hit, you know, a lot of you guys would still smash. But, like, to me, when I see this, I think that this is kind of sad, really, because this looks like someone's grandmother. I would be very confident to put money down that she has kids that has kids. And this woman's still thirsty for attention. She's still doing thirst traps. And I've said this many times. A lot of older women of this generation are competing with the younger women for the same men, for the attention of the same men, right? And it's because a lot of these women, they didn't bother settle down, or they didn't stick with the man that they had kids with, etc., etc. So they're still out there in the dating pool, even though they've met Senator Palpatine. It's crazy, bro. But, like, you know, once somebody belongs to the streets, that's just where they belong.
She belongs to the streets.
And it doesn't matter how old they get. It's in them. It is in them, bro. Let's move on to the next one. Yeah, here she is again, in another outfit, just thirst strapping. This is sad. Look at this. This is sad, bro. This is bruh. This is sad. I guarantee this woman's got kids. Guaranteed, 100%. Just like, what are you doing? Who is this for? What? So I guess she's looking for an NBA player, some millionaire, 6'10" millionaire guy to come and scoop her up. This is a joke, bruv. Absolute joke. And we've got another one. This is a different one. No, it's waiting for it to reload. I know a lot of you guys would still go for it, man. What is this doing, man? Sabotage. I just think it's sad, bro. Like, bro, like you should know better by this stage in your life. You should know better. You're still trying to do thirst traps. Sad. We got this woman here, and the caption reads, reintroducing myself after losing an important part of my life, trying to stay positive and figure out my new normal one day at a time. I've been told that grief is a result of being in love, and I was truly in love. Okay, so by that account, I'm thinking or guessing that she lost the love of her life. But let's see what this video portrays.
I'm Andrea, and in December I lost the absolute love of my life. And when I say absolute love, I mean he was my first crush and the only man I've ever truly been in love with. He set the bar for the characteristics and swagger that I looked for in a man throughout my life. He found me 6 years ago, and we were navigating this beautiful and intimate long distance.
I'm not gonna lie, it just seemed like you was trying to show your body off. Like, I don't really get this. And again, this is another older woman doing this. Like I'm sorry, that whole first part of this video just looked like advertising to a rich NBA player, preferably 6'8" type guy. Sorry.
It's love affair. We shared our goals, hopes, and dreams for life and for each other. And although we were older, there's something so innocent and childlike about being in love and
why would you be dressed like this in a sad video talking about a man that you loved, like, disappearing? Why would you be dressed like this? Look how provocative this dress is. Even though she's covered up, this is a provocative outfit, bro. Let's keep it real. This is an older woman. She knows what she's doing, fam. Like, what the hell?
sharing your love with that special person. And at the moment it seemed that all things were finally coming together, God decided to call his beautiful angel home. My heart's in agony and my soul feels empty.
How old do you reckon this woman is, bro? I can't really tell, but bro, this woman's trying to look provocative, bro. In my opinion, she's trying to look provocative with this sad story. Like, this is a joke, in my opinion. This is not good. This is not good. This doesn't seem genuine at all.
I feel like I have to figure out who I am all over again. And where before I would talk to you about those things that had me.
And then you've set up a camera and then you're wiping your face like you're crying. But then you're just looking directly at the camera. I don't really trust people who cry on camera. I don't really trust that, especially if you're sitting on your own with a camera pointing at you, pretending like you don't know the camera's pointing at you. Then you start simulating like you're wiping tears off your face. Then you're looking directly at the camera like that. Bro, like, you're not real, fam. That's not real. That's not real. I'm sorry. A genuine heartbreak or genuine tears, you're not going to be like looking at the camera like that. I'm sorry.
Be confused and uncertain. That has been replaced with a brutal silence that's almost unbearable. I have to believe that God knows best.
Wearing a top like that. Why are you wearing that kind of outfit for this kind of video? Don't you think what you're wearing is a bit inappropriate? This is insane.
All we ever wanted for each other was happiness. I never thought I would have to figure out what that looked like without you. But here I am. I'm Andrea, and in December I lost
look how this video starts.
Absolute love of my life.
Look, she's in a dressing room undressing.
And when I say absolute love,
why would you?
I mean,
why would you start the video like, bruh? This is, bruv. Where's Senator Palpatine? This is just absolutely ridiculous, bro. Bruv. I don't know what to say, bruv. Bruv, these were just some crazy videos we had to look at today. Yeah. Make sure you like the video and leave some comments. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. That's thrown my mind off, bro. I don't know. Shocking. Anyway, I'll be back with more live streams. I'm going to try and live stream every day now, yeah? I'm going to try and live stream every day. Going to do some caller shows as well. So I'm going to get you guys talking to me directly on the live stream. So, yeah, watch out for that throughout the week. And, yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying. With that being said, you lot, I'll be back again tomorrow. You lot, take care of yourselves. I'm out. Peace.